So most of us, of course, around Thanksgiving time get to see our alcoholic aunts talk on and on about whatever they hate about themselves in their own lives. We have a great example, actually, in fact, of Kamala Harris, who failed to win the presidency to the evil orange man, and now she's going to make a case for her being submitted into a rehab facility because this is a little bit disconcerting to say the least.
I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th.
Okay, so one thing, first of all, why is her eye and the other one not in synchronicity? Why are they off balance? And some people do have bad genetics, and I'm not accusing her of having those, though VIQ genetic proponent might not be up to snuff, especially for the presidency. And I think the ballot box across all the different states pretty much validated the opinion I just said. But anyway, like I said, her eyes are off kilter. She's looked a lot better recently. In fact, I think she's aged somehow like 8 years in the past 8 weeks. It's actually kind of surprising. In fact, I feel like most of the aging that I'm talking about has happened prior to the video you're seeing here, but after the election. So it's only been a few weeks. She looks horrible, worse for wear, and that's insane to me. I mean, you look at the skin, it's reptilian, it's gross. And again, she is 60, and for a woman her age, she is good looking. I'll give her that. But still, she looked a lot better a few weeks ago. And I think it's all the more evident that number one, maybe her makeup detail isn't as expensive anymore. I mean, her campaign ended up $20 million in debt after raising about $1 billion in about a 100-day campaign. Believe it or not, that's true. And so, anyway, she's looking worse for wear. She says that the people have equal amounts of power as they did prior to the election, her people. Again, this is from a grassroots Zoom call, by the way. So, however boring that might sound, it is exactly that. I saw the whole thing. And what you'll notice is that it's so ironic and so stupid for her to say that exact thing because realistically, there's no reason as to why you would claim that the people that made you into this prominent figure politically, the people that are the grassroots for Kamala, which again doesn't exist, it's an oxymoron. But situational irony aside, these people got you kind of close to the presidency, you could argue. I mean, she's the vice president still as a lame duck. Now, she is saying that you still, again, Kamala supporters, you still have the same power you did prior to Trump winning, which is, what do you mean by that? Is that like an incitement to something, a little fisticuffs? Because they clearly do not have any power over Trump at this point because they lost the election. I don't know what the hell they could be referring to.
And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you.
Now, let me take you on a trip. Imagine that's your drunk uncle or aunt. You could really sub either one. Okay, doesn't matter. They're telling you, don't let them talk bad about you. I know I didn't make the draft, but honestly, you can make it. Nobody can tell you you're not going to make it, son. And they like touch your thigh, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, okay. Chill out on the beers because this is insane, chat. Okay, now let's rewind a second
Ever
and I'll
let
prove my point.
anybody or any circumstance take your power from you. I
Okay. Don't let anybody take the power from you, but you just lost the election. Therefore, literally, you have to give the power over. And that goes to the millions of people that foolishly voted for Kamala, or better said, more appropriately detailed, they voted against Trump and they lost. So, yes, they have to give away the power. Don't let them take away the power. What power? To cry on Twitter? They're not even on Twitter. These diehard Kamala bros, all two of them, are on this thing called Blue Sky. As we know, our friend of the show, Alan Lichtman, I say ironically, sarcastically, went to Blue Sky, this liberal alternative. It's like a refuge, really, colony of these people that cannot handle it on X for whatever reason. All right, now most YouTubers probably already made something about Kamala looking like she was drunk, and I totally believe that she's on something, whether it be pills that are like acting as if you're drunk, simulate the same thing, or if she's just on the rosé. Doesn't matter. Point being is that we can all agree that she's up to something and nothing good. But we do have some extra content that I'll give you. So listen, this national grassroots call is about 13 minutes long, but Tim Walz unfortunately got to speak in here for some reason. Now watch.
Every single day. She is still in this fight. She is doing it every single day. She is not done with her current job, and she's not done being part of it with all of you. And as I said, personally, it was a privilege to be on this ticket.
He looks dead inside, and frankly, I don't blame him because, again, lost his balls if he had any.
It was a personal privilege to be able to become friends with an incredible leader, which someone who was willing to take on some of the toughest fights and continues to do so. And I would just
Take on a fight. That sounds so glorious, but you lost all of them, right?
Ask all of you to join me in welcoming our Vice President, Kamala Harris.
Yikes. Look how fake this is. How fake this is.
Thank you, Tim.
She was holding back the cackle, buddy. That is insane, bro.
And I would just ask all of you to join me in welcoming our Vice President, Kamala Harris.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you. Back at you, brother. You are such an extraordinary leader, and we have become lifelong friends.
Back at you, brother. Still with the black affect that is not legit. You could say, oh, well, she went to college at an historically black university for, let's call it 4 years. So what? You're 60 years old. 4 years between, let's say, 18 and 22 is not going to change your entire affect. For the love of God, imagine if I went to school in the Nick Saban one, Alabama, right? Okay, so Alabama University or whatever it is. You think I'm gonna have some Southern twang the rest of my life? You think when I'm 60, I'm gonna sound like some fucking Alabama? No, this is ridiculous. Oh, I have a black accent now. Like, no, you don't.
I just, in front of everyone, I want to thank you, Tim. You lead with courage. You lead with heart. You see the people. You care about the people.
Again, all these liberal platitudes. You lead with courage and example, and you're compassionate. You care about the feelings. Okay, but where are the wins? I want to be tired of winning, folks. What the hell is? Well, you tried. Oh, there's a participation trophy I'm giving you, Tim.
You believe in uplifting the dignity to which all people are entitled, and you do it and you have a sense of fun when you're doing it. But you are an
so fake.
Extraordinary leader, and obviously the people
Leader of what?
of Minnesota are very, very lucky to have you there. But you are a national leader.
They're all under torture as we speak.
Leader and a dear friend, and thank you. Noel, thank you for your work in Pennsylvania and all that you did for our campaign. And let me just say to everyone on this call, I am so grateful for you.
She has no idea who she's talking to.
And I'm so thankful to you. I'm thankful for your love of our country and your willingness to put the work into it. I'm thankful for the faith that you put in me and Governor Walz and our team. And I am thankful.
Look at the subtle lip movement. She's so uncomfortable.
Because I know your character is such that you're not going to get knocked down.
You quite literally just did.
And you're in this fight. And you're in it for all the right reasons. And I know that about you.
Reason.
It's why you're part of this call right now and all the work that you did over those 107 days and even before. That's your nature. And the outcome of this election, obviously, is not what we wanted. It is not what we worked so hard for. But I am proud of the race we ran.
Buddy, really? This is the Democrats in 2024. Yeah, we literally lost, but I'm proud of what we did. I don't have complaints. Really. No introspection, no self-awareness. Not a narcissist, by the way. Not a psycho, actually, by the way. What a stupid thing to say, frankly.
And your role in this was critical. What we did in 107 days was unprecedented.
What, lose?
Think about the coalition that we built, and we were so intentional about that. You would hear me talk about
coalition that did not pass Trump's.
It all the time. Being a daughter of parents who are active in the civil rights movement, I know and believe that the best movements that are about progress in our country mean that it's leaders that we are dedicated to the coalition, to bringing people together that seemingly have nothing in common, but have everything in common.
What the fuck does that mean? Sorry for the cursing, chat, but what the hell is she talking about? I mean, a word salad's so bad. You got Caesar, you got what other salads exist? I'm a fat ass, okay? I don't know. But seriously, what the hell?
A coalition where we bring people together based on a deep love of our country and our understanding that the strength of our country will be a function of our willingness to put in the work, and that we will do that work with a sense of joy, yes.
Oh God, that was so cringe. Oh God,
a function of our willingness to put in the work, and that we will do that work with a sense of joy, yes.
Why does she? Oh God, that's so scary. Guys, I'm a big baby apparently, but seriously, she went like joy. Is that because typically that's like an Adderall symptom, but she's not on Adderall because when you're on Adderall, you're like high strung, you're alert, you're attentive, maybe to a fault, obviously, but you're tweaking. She's doing the opposite. She's probably on a downer. She's like on benzodiazepine. I haven't tried these. Xanax. We don't know, but call me a rookie in the sphere of psychedelics or whatever this is, pharmaceuticals. But she's certainly, I'm assuming, my opinion, she's on something. Why does her body move this way?
With a sense of work ethic and understanding it's going to be hard. But it's good work. It's good work to be engaged in a collective fight for America's future. And
the low key, like, no, not even that. I'm not doing her justice, but like the struggle for America's future. Little sad face
Means
too.
so much to me and to Governor Walz that you knocked on doors, you called friends, you called in favors. You said, "Hey, I showed up at your softball game. Now I need you to show up at the campaign office." You
So cringe. So tacky. I know you called in favors and you still lost. And you could really extrapolate what she just said into everything. Beyonce, call in a favor for Megan Thee Stallion, all these artists, all these singers, these rappers, whatever, Eminem, and it still didn't. And it still didn't work. You had most celebrities, you had virtually all of Hollywood, you had a lot more money than Donald Trump did, and you had the incumbent administration, and you still, you still lost. Of course, I think I've subjected you and myself to enough torture from Kamala speaking. Yes, I do have her on triple speed because it's kind of funny to have it in the background as I wrap up the video. But anyways, I'll leave you with that. Obviously, Kamala Harris is needing to be sober more often. If this is the most sober they could get her in the past month, then that's pretty telling what the hell she's doing. And so hopefully we'll see some leaks from her campaign staffers coming shortly. And so far as how crazy the chick is, and obviously her employee turnover rate historically has been terrible. Upwards of 90% of people that have worked for her for longer than a year have quit and stuff along those lines purportedly. And so we're going to love to see these little factoids. In fact, it's fear and loathing, not on the campaign trail because you already lost, but she's still fearing and loathing being unemployed. She's a lame duck, folks, and we love to see it. Call me a sadist. Hate in the chat. Anyways, like the video if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you haven't yet, of course, for more content. And comment down below if you have any suggestions. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Adios.